Good afternoon, Warrior Nation. My name is Andrew Baxley. I'm alongside Jacob Calvert for an afternoon game here at the historic Teisinger Gymnasium between your Southern Wesleyan University Warriors and the visiting Limestone Saints. Limestone was picked 10th in the SAC preseason poll, but they've had a really good start to their season. They're 3-1 in SAC play so far, and their only loss was against the preseason champion and one of the better teams in D2 for the nation in LMU. So they've had a really good start to the year. And, of course, Southern Wesleyan were victorious on Saturday, picking up their first Conference Carolinas victory of the year against Chowan. And, Jacob, in that game, two things that really stuck out for SWU is their three-point shooting, knocked down 3 of them, and they got steals. They had 10 steals against Chowan. 2 of them came up really late, and they were big for the Warriors, and that one from Rayvon Allen and Marcus Long. What are you looking for here today, Jacob?
Yeah, we're really looking for Limestone to limit their turnovers, as they've done all year, and SWU on the other side. I'm looking to turn the ball over and get out in transition and finish those baskets. And then along with that, the three-point shooting as well. Limestone shooting a lot more threes than SWU, and so SWU needs to be able to limit those three-point attempts today.
Yep, so that's a couple things we're looking for here. We'll be back just after a break with starting lineups and tip-off for today's game between Southern Wesleyan and Limestone right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
What if there's a place for you where thinking and doing go hand in hand with innovation, where professors are more like mentors and guides, where generosity is contagious, and if you catch it, you just might change the world? This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Soccer's been a huge part of my life, and it is the main reason that I was pulled here. Coach Q found me on a recruiting website, sent me an email, and at this point in time, actually, in high school, I wasn't even thinking about playing soccer anymore because I had a pretty bad ankle injury. And then just one day, God put it on my heart to go back to that profile that I hadn't looked at in months. I read the email, and there was nothing that told me that this wasn't the spot for me to go. A week later, I was down here on campus, and then almost a week after that, I signed and committed to come here. As soon as I stepped on campus, I knew this was the place for me. This was such a close-knit family, and that's what I needed, especially coming from New Jersey, so I don't get to see my family a lot. Being able to have that family feel with the people here, it was huge. I could not be more happy with my time here. I met the woman I'm going to marry. Coach Q has been a mentor, a friend, and a great coach. For those reasons, I would not imagine leaving for a second. So.
started playing lacrosse because I wanted to try something new. I'm originally from Bolivia, and our main sport is soccer. So when I got to the U.S., I was like, okay, I'm going to swim, and I want to do something else. I never thought that I would be where I am right now. My past 3 years here, my teammates have been my best friends, I think. Right now, we're a small team, and the best thing we can do is get to know each other more than just we're players. My major is recreations and sports management, and I have a minor in media and communications. What keeps me in sports management is Dr. Joe Crosby. He's been such a big figure into my life, like same with Dr. Knight. Minoring in media and communication has been a blessing for me because I think if I ever needed anything, I can talk to either of them. They're more like family.
Welcome you back now to Tizinger Gymnasium. Andrew Baxley and Jacob Calvert here for you guys with starting lineups. Starting first with the visiting Limestone Saints in their road blues with the yellow and white trim. Zeb Graham, Jaquez Yao, Josh Linder, Aiden Hickman, and Greg McKay. And now your home Southern Wesleyan University Warriors in their home whites with blue trim. Shea Smith, Rayvon Allen, Griffin Effenberger, Dyron Brown, and Aaron Timms. So the second straight game for this lineup and for Coach Hewitt. Coach has been sort of changing his lineup a few times so far this season, but back-to-back games with this lineup, of course, Rico Hallman still out with that ankle injury. Joseph Stady will be out with an ankle injury today, but Josh Martin is back for the Warriors. As the two teams will head on to the floor for today, a couple players for you to watch for Limestone. One in particular is Zeb Graham, Jacob, their leading scorer and assist man at 17.6 points per game and 3 assists per game.
Yeah, you can look for him to be real aggressive, driving to the basket and looking to make some plays for his teammates. One thing we can also look for is Sir Hughes being moved to the bench, maybe looking to get a spark off the bench, a little scoring spark.
Yeah, Sir Hughes, a great shooter from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. A 5'11 sophomore. He is on the bench today. As the ball is up and underway, Shea Smith saves it to Effenberger, and we are started, but the clock is not started. So they'll have to start that one, take a couple seconds off. It will be Dyron Brown to inbound to some Limestone pressure. That is Jaquez Yao, who is in the face of Shea Smith. Smith, the Warriors' second leading scorer at 9.4 points per game. Also first in steals. A team leader in free throw shooter. So if you need to go late down the stretch, what the Warriors did, they were a much better free throw shooting team on Saturday than they had been during the year. During the year, they're shooting just 53% from the line, but a much better game as Dyron Brown inbounds it to Rayvon Allen, who dribbled it off his foot, but it's now in the hands of Smith, and we're officially underway. This is Allen straight away, hands off to Timms. Timms looking for some help. We got 15 now on the shot clock. He's being guarded by Josh Linder, a redshirt freshman from Spartanburg, South Carolina. This is Smith now on the drive and kick, but he stepped out before the ball found the hands of Dyron Brown. A shaky, rough possession for the Warriors.
Yeah, you can already see that Limestone defense that we've heard so much about is already getting comfortable.
Yeah, Limestone defense, the third best in the SAC and points allowed at 75.3 points per game. This is Yao on the left wing being guarded by Allen. Rayvon Allen had a great defensive game. He is our McAllister's Deli Athlete of the Week. Aaron Timms controls the loose ball. 2 empty possessions for both teams so far.
Yeah, good defense there by Allen to go straight up and not force a foul.
This is Effenberger now on the right wing being guarded by Aiden Hickman, who is inserted into the lineup for Sir Hughes. Now the handoff for Smith. Got a big little switch down there if they want to get it to Dyron Brown. 11 on the shot clock as Smith drives, picks up his dribble, kicks to Brown. Here's Effenberger now with 5 on the drive, going left. Will pull up the jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Yao. He'll push it himself. 14.8 points per game, their second leading scorer. Very good shooter. This is Zeb Graham on the drive, their leading scorer, who cannot finish around the basket. Aaron Timms gets the rebound here again. Smith trying to push it quickly. This is where he's at his best in the open floor, but he'll slow it down and find Dyron Brown.
Yeah, you can see Graham got into the paint with ease there, just couldn't finish.
Dyron Brown hoists to three, no good. High one there, almost hit the ceiling. I have a very low ceiling here at Teisinger Gymnasium, but that one didn't hit it. This is Graham on the drive, kicks it out to Hickman. Back to Graham. That's McKay on the drive and finish. The first points of the game come just under 2 minutes into this one, but it's Greg McKay, the junior from Nassau, Bahamas, with the first basket of the game.
Yeah, early on we're seeing Limestone with pressure on both sides of the ball. And we need to see SWU slow it down a little bit and get to a rhythm.
Here's Rayvon Allen for three. No good, too strong. Rebounded by Yao, who would try to push it. Yao, nice crossover, but Allen got right into his grill and forced him backwards. This is Linder on the perimeter. Excuse me, McKay now. And the handoff to Graham. This is Hickman for three, and good. 5 points back-to-back now for Hickman and McKay, and the Saints have a 5-0 lead here early. 17:23 to play.
Yeah, something we talked about earlier. Got to get a hand up on those threes.
This is Smith now for the Warriors. Effenberger straight away. Using a screen from Timms, they'll spin back into it and kick it out to the corner for Dyron Brown, who pumps and drives. Now Timms with his back to the basket with 5 on the shot clock. Brown with a left-handed hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Hickman.
Yeah, really good defense from Limestone again to start the game.
Hickman's three is short. Effenberger will rebound and push now for the Warriors. Kick out to Smith on the right wing. Thought about a three, but he'll back it out now. Warriors really need a bucket here. They've had a slow start. This is 3.5 minutes now scoreless to start the game. Smith telling Effenberger where to go here as they try to get this set going. Here's Smith on the drive. He'll hang and finish. First points of the game come with 16:28 on the clock. It's Allen, steal, and layup. That's Rayvon Allen in a nutshell right there, ladies and gentlemen. A great defender, great energy guy. First points of the game for him, and it's a 1-point lead now for Limestone. This is Graham on the drive, trying to back down the lower Smith. He'll kick to Yao, back to Graham. He can shoot it from out there. He knocks it down. 8-4 now, Limestone lead. Zeb Graham, a 33% shooter from behind the arc on the year, but he is second in made threes on the team.
Yeah, that was a really big response right there by Graham, following the 4-point swing by the Warriors.
There's Aaron Timms now on the left wing for the Warriors. Effenberger will pull a left wing three, too strong, rebounded by Yao. Yao's been really active on the glass so far for Limestone. This is Hickman. Gets a screen from Linder. Got a mismatch down there if they want to try to find Linder. This is McKay. They'll try to back down Allen now. 15:30 to play. Picked up his dribble. Found Linder. They got Timms back on him. Too strong. Yao flies in. Out of play. Possession with the Warriors when we come back from under 16 media timeout. You're watching Southern Wesleyan University basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
possession here, and the Saints are showing some full court pressure as Marcus Long has checked in for Griffin Effenberger. Long had a big steal down the stretch for the Warriors in their win against Chowan on Saturday. Couple subs for Limestone as well. Bolton is in as well as Peyton. This is Dyron Brown under the basket trying to work. Had a shot rejected by Josh Linder. Allen gets the offensive rebound. Kicks to Smith for three. Too strong. Rebounded Timms. Great rebound there by Aaron Timms. They'll try to work again here. Now to Smith. The Warriors will slow it down, but two good offensive rebounds there from Rayvon Allen and Aaron Timms. 10 on the shot clock now. Allen has it on the right wing. Now to Brown. He'll pull a left wing three. No good. Didn't hit any of the rim. Rebounded by Trevor Patton, who just checked in, a redshirt freshman from Lilburn, Georgia. That's Graham in the corner for three, and he'll knock it down. Already 2 threes now for Zeb Graham, the senior from Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Yeah, and that's 3 on the game there for the Saints. The Warriors need to start limiting those attempts.
0 of 5 is Southern Wesleyan from 3 so far after hitting 9 of 17 against Chowan on Saturday. 11-4 the Saints lead. This is Graham again being guarded by Smith. This is Yao back to Graham. Bolton on the right wing gets a screen from Linder. The switch down low. Long is on Linder. They'll get it back, and Bolton will pull a three as they were switching. No good off the left side of the rim. Allen gets the rebound for the Warriors.
Yeah, that was a better look defensively there from the Warriors. Still need to get a hand up quicker on that three-point attempt.
This is Smith now. Brown straight away. 2 subs, 1 for each team at the next ed break. Sir Hughes and Eric Hackett. This is Timms with his back to the basket. He'll spin right and at the kick. 10 on the shot clock. This is Long on the drive and pull-up going right. Tough shot and short. Rebound by Josh Linder. This is Zeb Graham pushing it for the Saints. Gets a screen there from Linder. Nice crossover. Graham to the rack and finishes. 11-3 the Saints lead, and they'll show the pressure again after the made basket. As Smith will break it himself, being guarded by Yao. That's an interesting matchup that I noticed from the start as they had Yao on Smith. They will switch everything on the perimeter, but they're getting the bigger 6'6 Jaquez Yao on the ball handler of Shea Smith instead of the 6'1 Zeb Graham. Here's Smith's drive. Linder had a hand in the chest of Smith. That's just our first foul of the game, 7 minutes into the game. This one's moving at an extremely fast pace.
Yeah, I think we need to look for Smith to get downhill a little bit better and force some of those fouls like that and be able to get to the rim and kick out for possible threes.
Scoring checking in, though, for the Warriors. Eric Hackett and Jamal Edmondson, their leading and second leading scorers. Or excuse me, Hackett third leading scorer, but Jamal Edmondson is the leader, the only one in double digits for the Warriors at exactly 10 points per game. This is Smith now with 5 on the shot clock. And now Hackett, he'll pump and drive, has one with the right hand, will finish. That's exactly the scouting report there on Hackett. Got to stay down on the pump fake. They didn't. Driving lane open, and Hackett finished around the basket for his first points of the game.
Yeah, great recognition of the shot clock there, too, to be comfortable down the stretch and finish just as the shot clock buzzer went off.
And Long got a hand in the passing lane there. 12:23 is where the clock is stopped. 13-6 the Limestone lead. 16 on the shot clock.
Yeah, we can really look for Hackett to be the spark off the bench that the Warriors might need. Doesn't average many minutes, but when he's in there, he's looking to put the ball in the basket.
Exactly right. 10 on the shot clock now for the Saints. This is Bolton. Now Peyton. McKay on the drive with 2. They'll have to shoot it, and they don't. Hughes in the corner didn't realize the shot clock was running out, and that is just the second turnover for Limestone so far today.
Yeah, great intensity there from the Warriors. I think we've really seen the intensity ramp up since that media timeout.
Late sub there. Aiden Hickman checking in for Josh Linder, and I wonder if we'll see the Warriors try to attack down low now without the bigger Josh Linder, and maybe an injury situation out there. Jaquez Yao might be cramping up, I think, on the bench. They had a couple players holding him. We'll see if we can get an update on that. Here's Eric Hackett, another pump fake. This time he pulls the 3. Just no good. Flying in is Greg McKay. He'll bring it up now for the Saints. Out on the wing is Peyton pulling a 3. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Now Smith bringing it up for the Warriors in transition. A 7-point deficit. The entry pass is off the hands of Peyton. and that will send us to immediate timeout. But a big development there, Jaquez Yao, the Saints' second leading scorer at 14.8 points per game, is seeking some attention right now on the Limestone bench. But we head to a timeout. 13-7 the Limestone lead. Back after the break.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
From Teisinger Gymnasium. 5 on the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Taylor checked in. Hackett, Edmondson, Brown, and Long are still out there. And looks like another stoppage here. Taking a look at Jaquez Yao, who you can see the feet on the bench with a couple Limestone players surrounding him. That is Yao. They're still attending to him right now. I don't really know what the case is. I don't even remember seeing him get injured or anything, Jacob. Just a sort of an odd situation. This is Hackett back to the game as his shot's no good. And bouncing ball finds the hands of Hickman. But this is something we've seen from Limestone. All their players will rebound and push. All the big guys can have a solid handle as well. 11:15 left, 13-6 the Limestone lead. That's off the foot of Marcus Long, I believe. It is a kickball.
Yeah, I think the Warriors definitely need to take advantage of this stretch of minutes with Zeb Graham on the bench. Really lock in defensively and look to push it in transition to get some baskets at the rim.
Yeah, Graham, Yao, and Linder all on the bench. So that's their two main guards and their main big man sitting out right now. The Warriors would love to get some points with the two freshmen out there as the shot is no good. And Dyron Brown saved it into his own basket. And Limestone will regain possession here. This is stolen away by Long. Warriors have a 3-on-3 break here. Long will have to pick up his dribble and find Taylor. Here's Jonathan Taylor now on the right wing for the Warriors. He'll slow it down, the freshman from Gwinnett, Georgia. He'll now drive and kick to the other freshman out there, Eric Hackett. Here's Edmondson straight away. Little jab step right, 10, and he'll pull a deep two. It's good. Nice shot there from Jamal Edmondson. His first points of the game, the Warriors' leading scorer coming into this one.
Yeah, that guy really looks comfortable with the ball in his hands and looking to score whenever he gets it.
This is Yaturi Bolton, the redshirt sophomore from Goose Creek, South Carolina. Another number of players for Limestone from the state of South Carolina. That's not one. Sir Hughes, their shooter off the bench today, and he knocks down his first three of the day. A sophomore transferred from Alderson Broadus University, a D2 in West Virginia. And Zeb Graham will check back in.
Yeah, that's exactly what Sir Hughes is in the game to do.
Knock
Get the
down
ball,
threes. Yep.
Shoot it.
Yep. This is Marcus Long now for the Warriors. Gets a screen from Edmondson. There's the switch right now. Edmondson with his back to the basket. He'll spin. The double comes. And great pass from Edmondson to find Dyron Brown. It was Graham who had chipped in from Jonathan Taylor in the corner. And Edmondson looked him off. And then wide open was Dyron Brown under the basket. Lead back down to 6 for Limestone, who have the ball now in the hands of Zeb Graham. Gets a screen there from Greg McKay. Jonathan Taylor is on him. Taylor, one of the better defenders on this Warrior team. That's a wide open Bolton in the corner. He can't knock it down. Flying in is Trevor Payton. Here's Zeb Graham for 3. No good. Rebounded Dyron Brown.
Yeah, got away with 2 good looks there. They need to take advantage of it on this trip back down the floor.
Edmondson has a lane, pumps and goes up, can't get it, gets his own rebound, and this time he finishes. Great minutes from Jamal Edmondson off the bench so far for the Warriors. He's got 4 points and an assist. This is Zeb Grand coming back now for the Saints. Leads down to 4 and a travel. That was Peyton who shuffled his feet. And here comes Timms for Edmondson.
Edmondson active on both sides of the ball. He's going to go out and get a breather.
Jamal Edmondson, the senior from Charleston, South Carolina, did a year at Francis Marion, then went to Mount San Antonio Community College where he was teammates with other Warrior, Dyron Brown, and both are now here at Southern Wesleyan. This is Aaron Timms working hard down low, airballed the hook, some contact, but they let him play right there both ways. This is Zeb Graham with the head of steam. He'll kick out to Peyton, and now Sir Hughes. Back to Graham. They'll switch back long on him.
Yeah, that could have been an adjustment there in the timeout. They're really starting to get their hands up on those three-point opportunities.
Foul was on Hackett there. He was working on the post-up opportunity. So, baseline out here for Limestone. They get it into Linder, who just checked back in. This is Graham. It might be off his foot. They say it will stay with Limestone here. Off Taylor last. 2 freshmen have given good minutes so far for the Warriors, Taylor and Hackett. 8:26 left here. 16-12 Limestone leads. Here's a action for Hughes to get an open look. Can't knock it down. Dyron Brown rebounds, and Taylor will try to push here for the Warriors.
Yeah, good contest there by Hackett to force the off-balance shot.
Back to Taylor. Hands off for Hackett. Marcus Long will try a 3 for the Warriors. Can't knock it down. Rebound goes to Josh Linder. Under 8 to play now. This is McKay. Hands off to Hughes. Hackett's on Hughes. Gets a screen from Linder. Will pass to Peyton instead. Now Graham, a couple curl screens. He'll try to drive to the basket. Nice spin move. Got the ball back. Still Graham. This time it's McKay on the drive. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. I believe the call will be charged to 21. That's Dyron Brown. It's his first of the game and just the second on the Warriors. McKay at the line when we come back. 16-12 the Limestone lead. You're watching Southern Wesleyan University basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Back here now from Tysinger Gymnasium, Andrew Baxley and Jacob Calvert for you guys on this Tuesday afternoon non-conference game between Southern Wesleyan and Limestone. It's Greg McKay at the line now, a 62% free throw shooter from a place much warmer than here in South Carolina right now. He's from Nassau, Bahamas. That sounds like a nice place to be right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind being down there in the tropical climate down there, sitting on a beach instead of sitting up here in the 30-degree weather.
Hey, but we have basketball, so we can't complain too much as McKay knocks down the first one as well as the second one. 18-12 now Limestone leads, and they come out with some pressure. Smith beats it on his own with some speed right there. They'll try to come to the double as he goes to the corner. But that's a great pass to Effenberger, who drives. Now Timms with his back to the basket. Has 3 Saints around him. Kicks out to Hackett. Hackett a couple of tweens and kicks out to Brown. Yeah. Smith with 10. Calling for a screen from Timms. This is Smith now with 4. Inside to Timms, a nice little lob, and Timms finishes. 12 points in the paint for the Warriors, but they do trail the rebound margin 13-12, and only 1 assist. That is actually the second assist now, so only 2 assists for the Warriors on 6 made baskets. And now 18-14, the Limestone lead.
Yeah, a lot of intensity here defensively. See if they can force a stop.
Here's Payton on the pump fake, and he'll pull a 3, no good. Hackett with a rare rebound. He'll try to push it now, 6:39 left. And now Smith out for Brown. Graham stayed down. Calling for another Timms screen. Hackett drives. Still Hackett, goes up and under. Linder with the rejection. Maybe not the best look there from Hackett. Linder, a much bigger player, as there's a 3 from Sir Hughes. Rebounded Effenberger.
I think the Warriors are going to look to slow it down here and get into an offensive set and try to get something at the rim, just like you talked about. 12 points already in the paint for them.
Jaquez Yao, who went out the game earlier, is off the floor, but on the bench as Effenberger knocks down the 3. And I believe that's Yao who switched his jersey as well, so maybe had some blood on that one. He's now the number 22 on the far end of the Limestone bench. But it's just a 1-point game after Griffin Effenberger, the Warriors' best 3-point shooter, knocked one down. And that's an illegal screen on Josh Linder, his second. So only 2 team fouls on Limestone, and they're both to the redshirt freshman Josh Linder.
Yeah, I really like the shot preparation there by Effenberg, getting his feet set and his hands ready before he got the pass and was ready to shoot.
66% of the shots that Griffin Effenberger shoots are threes. That is by far the highest on the team, and I would imagine one of the higher numbers with shot attempts in play as Allen drives and finishes. Nice move there from Rayvon Allen, who have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. Foul is charged to Linder again. So now 3 fouls on Josh Linder. He has all 3 team fouls on Limestone, and Rayvon Allen will head to the free throw line.
That's big right there, getting the shot blocker out of the game. Could open up a lot more opportunities to get in the paint and finish at the rim.
And here comes Grant Morrison for the Warriors. Has not scored yet this season, the freshman from Boone, North Carolina. He's giving pretty good minutes, 6'6". As Allen can't knock down the free throw. Timms tried to tip it back, but it fell into the hands of Payton. Warriors lead by 1. This is their first lead of the game with 5:26 left. As the Warriors go zone, it's 2-3, headed by Allen and Smith. And they travel. Greg McKay shuffled his feet before he started to drive.
Yeah, good to see Grant Morrison in there. Look for him to provide a nice spark off the bench. Real active defensively.
Yeah, Limestone head coach Kyle Perry not happy with his group right now as they now trail by 1, 5:10 left first period. Here's Effenberger on the right wing. Gets a screen from Morrison. Here's Effenberger on the drive. Went to a jump stop. 15 on the shot clock. Smith will reset it. Gets a screen from Timms, driving left. Got the switch on him if they want to use it in the post. They clear Allen out to throw it down to Timms. And Timms will hang and finish. Exactly the offense they were trying to set up there with the switch as Aaron Timms will finish. They lead by 3. Timms has 4. Here's Bolton now. Warriors go back to man. Here's Payton on the left wing. Trying to throw it inside to McKay. Instead, they'll kick it out to Zeb. Graham for 3. No good off the front rim. Morrison flies in. Here's Smith now in transition, trying to find an angle. Shot's too strong. Now Graham trying to push it back for the Saints here. 4:18 left. Can Graham finish with the left hand? He does. Lead back down to 1. Nice bucket there from Zeb Graham, who leads all scorers with 8.
Yeah, that's really tough to stop that when he gets ahead of steam like that, as he did. Effenberger did his best to not foul.
Smith now gets a screen from Effenberger. Graham got a hand on it. Timms still has it. Kick out to Effenberger for 3. No good. Long rebound and an over-the-back call on Timms.
Yeah, Tim's working hard down there. He's going to have a lot of opportunities, probably the rest of this half with Linder going down with 3 fouls.
But that's just Tim's first. 3 team fouls on each team. Had a very fast-paced game. Not a lot of whistles, but have one now. That will send us to our under 4 media timeout here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Under 4 to play here in the first half, 21-20, the Southern Wesleyan lead. This is Bolton for Limestone. Now working in the post is Peyton. Might have got away with a hook, but layup no good. And Grant Morrison, another rebound. Smith now. Allen in the corner, trying to work to Edmondson. The double comes from the weak side. Getting hands on it is Hickman. Still Edmondson. In the corner, 3. Effenberger can't knock it down. Bolton rebounds and pushes. They have numbers. This is Graham. Can't hang. Lost control of it. Effenberger controls the loose ball. Warriors will try to push it right back. And pass just too strong off the hands of Jamal Edmondson. Third turnover of the day for the Warriors. 5 for Limestone. As this is Jaquez Yao back into the game with a new number. He's wearing number 22 now. They had a bit of a situation injury-wise on the bench with him. I think it might have just been cramps, though. He's back into the game with a new jersey, so that's the thing that kind of throws us off, because we thought it was cramps, but New Jersey would imply something else. But maybe we'll see if we can get an update at halftime, as Yao is back into the game. Their second leading scorer, 14.8 points per game, tied for first in rebounds per game at 6.4, and tops and blocks per game and field goal percentages. A very good shooter, 60% from the floor.
Yeah, the Warriors have done a really good job containing Zeb Graham so far. They need to continue to do that.
As Hickman knocks down the 3, Limestone retakes a lead 23-21 after the Warriors led it for just under 3 minutes. Here's Edmondson up top. The handoff to Smith. Smith on the drive, has a step on Peyton. He was bumped, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, some of the best Warriors offense so far has been going to Edmondson at the top of the key and letting him play back to the basket. He looks really comfortable with the ball up there.
Yeah, Edmondson had great 4 minutes. His first 4 minutes produced 4 points, a rebound, and an assist, and then Timms came back in for him. But the Warriors are getting good minutes from their centers, and Timms and Edmondson, so both of them producing so far as Smith knocks down the first free throw, a 76% free throw shooter on the year. That's the highest on the team. A junior originally from Little Rock, Arkansas, transferred from Henderson State University. Here is his second, and it's good. So tied at 23. Warriors show some pressure here, a 2-2-1 full court zone. This is Yao in the backcourt. Allen comes a double. Plenty of time to get to the cross, though, for Limestone. Good hands from Smith, but right back to Graham with a wide-open lay-in. Just unlucky play there from the Warriors, who tried to go quickly after the inbound pass, but Shea Smith slipped.
Yeah, really good pressure. Just unlucky on the carom off the knee of Graham.
Double screens there. Allen still has it for the Warriors. He'll try his turn at a drive, He was bumped. That was on the pass.
Yeah, they got the switch they wanted. I think Allen was looking to dish it back to Brown as he had the mismatch on the smaller defender.
Just the 15th foul, though, on the Saints, so it's a baseline out of bounds for the Warriors. Smith will trigger. Looking for Brown. Tipped it out to Effenberger. Might have got away with a foul, but they get the ball as well. I thought that might have been some contact on the dive there, but either way, it's going to be Limestone ball. So a turnover there for the Warriors as Marcus Long will check in for Effenberger, who is still a bit dismayed at the call. He'll take a seat now. 2:04 left. Limestone leads by 2. They have it back now with Zeb Graham. This is Yao on the left wing. Allen's on him. Driving is Yao. Long got his hands in there. That's the foul on Long. And Dyron Brown just telling the refs to make sure they watch out for the chicken wing there.
Yeah, Yao already showing how aggressive he is, just checking back into the game, putting his head down and going to the rim.
That's exactly the Warrior that you want on him, and Rayvon Allen, the team's best perimeter defender. Just Yao a bit too strong there. That's a couple inches on Allen as well. He knocks down the first one. Rayvon Allen listed at exactly 6 foot, and Yao is 6'6". Yao is 78% free throw shooter on the year. Knocks down 2. Lead to 4 now for Limestone. Smith in the backcourt for the Warriors. It's a much bigger Hickman on him. And now here's Edmondson with his back to the basket. A fadeaway jump shot from Edmondson, and the ball goes in. We'll credit that one to Shea Smith, but it might have been Greg McKay who almost dunked it in his own basket, but the Warriors will take the points for sure. Lead back down to 2, 90 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, Edmondson showing that he can do it all as he looks to shoot that fadeaway.
And there's the offensive foul there on Jaquez Yao in his second. So that's a big call there, as Yao hasn't played a whole lot, but he has 2. Great defense again from Rayvon Allen, who caught a stray elbow, as Eric Hackett will come in for the offensive possession. And Yao will sit for their defensive possession.
Yeah, with that aggression, I think you can kind of use it against him if you can get your feet in front. I think he's liable to get an offensive foul.
And that's exactly what Allen did there. He's got great feet, super quick, and they're always moving. Got him in front of Yao and drew the offensive foul. 1:15 left first quarter, 27-25, the Sac Saints lead. Here's Brown out to Smith. Tim's working for position down low. They got the switch. They throw a lob to Dyron Brown. Too strong. Long gets it and stolen away. Now here's Zeb Graham up ahead for Peyton, who was fouled. I think that should have been on the floor, but they'll count the basket. It was Shea Smith who flew in. Peyton finished off the low dribble scoop, and he'll head to the line for a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. They're going to say that he dribbled and it was on the way up, is what they just explained to assistant coach Joel Seitz.
Definitely thought the reach was on the dribble before going up.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought as well. Free throw is good from Peyton, and it's a 5-point lead. Here's a replay of that last one, and it's really close, but they do call it on the shot as we're back live. Smith has it under 45 to play on the drive. Got a step, went reversed, and he was fouled. That will surely be on the shot, but just 2 free throws, as the foul is on Greg McKay, and just his first.
Yeah, Smith's starting to get to the rim a little bit more now and being rewarded with some free throw attempts.
Really knocked down his first 2, 76% shooter on the year. I mentioned he's the highest on the team.
Yeah, I think the Warriors will feel good going into the break here. Within 5, I think we need to get a defensive stop here.
Certainly not their best shooting afternoon so far, for sure. Only 1 of 10 from 3 after knocking down 9. You do say that teams will always regress to the mean in sports, and the Warriors certainly have done that here in this first half, but we'll see if they can average that mean back up in the second half. Only 1 made 3, as Taylor will check in for Smith for the defensive possession for the Warriors. Lead is 3 now for Limestone. Warriors go full with Hackett and Taylor, the 2 in the 2-1-2. This is Graham in the backcourt. Taylor got a hand on it. It fell to Sir Hughes. Hughes gets doubled but gets past Brown. Nice pass, and the two-handed slam from Greg McKay. Shot clock is off now, 25 to play. Here's Marcus Long to bring it up as the Warriors trail by 5. Timms is working for position, has the much smaller Hughes, and they have an offensive foul. Not quite sure what Timms could have done there. Maybe thought Hughes was still moving, but they're going to say that Timms ducked his shoulder in there. So it's an offensive foul on Aaron Timms, his second. We have a timeout called. We'll keep it right here. Maybe get a replay of that last play from Timms and see exactly what he did wrong. Had a much smaller Hughes. The Warriors did well to try to get it to him in the post, but Timms picked up his second personal foul there and the 6th on the Warriors. A 30-second timeout called by Limestone. Coach Seitz just making sure that the Warriors have 2 in case they get a defensive rebound.
Yeah, I think Timms might have anticipated that spin move back to the right shoulder and might have got his feet there in time, but definitely the mismatch they wanted.
Here is the replay of that. You'll see Timms coming to play with Hughes on him. Yeah, good call.
Yep.
Yeah, good call. That's why we have Jacob here. Jacob knows the game of basketball, and when I get a little bit too into it with my team, here's Jacob to get me back neutral. But good call there by the refs. Ball goes back to Limestone. 17 on the clock. Shot clock is off. 32-27 as it stands. Limestone can hold for the last shot if they please. And Taylor on Graham here straight away for the Warriors. We'll see if they work something to try to get Graham a shot. He drives and kicks over the head of Hughes. 2.8. And I believe the Warriors might try to call a timeout. They do. We'll keep it right here, though, again. A 30-second timeout as Coach Brian Hewitt in his second season will draw up something for the Warriors with 2.8 on the clock. Effenberger will check in. We'll see if he's maybe the target of a deep three. We know he has range, and the Warriors' leader in made threes, 43% on the year. What do you think they're going to go to, Jacob?
I think they're definitely going to look for Effenberger on the first option, but Hackett's also in the game here, and we know he's not afraid to put up a shot. So definitely look to go to him too, just so you make sure that you do get a shot up. You don't want to get no shot up here with 3 full seconds to play.
No penalty for getting a shot up and missing here, other than your percentage goes down. But you're trying to win a ball game here. Numbers don't matter, except for the one on the scoreboard, which reads 32-27 with 2.8 left. It will be Dyron Brown to trigger. Limestone does have players in the backcourt just to make sure the Warriors can't get off a clean look. Here's Brown to inbound. Needs to get it in. He goes long, and Trevor Payton intercepts. He will get one off at the buzzer. Clock might have been late to start, but it doesn't matter. And that will send us to the break. The Limestone Saints lead 32-27 as we go to the locker room. Quick break, and we'll be back with the halftime report right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome you back here to Theisinger Gymnasium, where the visiting Limestone Saints have a 32-27 lead at half. Zeb Graham leads all scorers with 12 for Limestone. Chase Smith from Southern Wesleyan has 8. They had not a great three-point shooting first half from the Warriors after they made 9 of 17 against the win against Chowan on Saturday. Only 1 of 10 from three-point range so far against the SAC's best defense in points in Limestone. Only 27 for the Warriors, and that's a much lower number in the year than they're averaging. And then only 3 assists on 11 made baskets for the Warriors. What are you seeing in that first half, Jacob?
Yeah, Limestone came out to a hot start from 3, hitting their first 3 out of 4, and we really got worried early that they were going to continue that hot streak throughout the game. But I think SWU definitely settled in defensively, started getting out to the perimeter, getting hands up, contesting shots, contesting drives, and the defense looked really good. I think we need to look a little bit more to get into the paint and finishing at the rim. I think we had some pretty good opportunities with Smith driving and dishing to Timms, and Timms finishing over the top. And I think Edmondson, too, could play a big role down the stretch here with his offensive game and just his feel for being able to play make.
Yeah, it certainly feels like both teams are having to work really hard for their buckets, but Zeb Graham, the leading scorer for the Saints at 17 points per game, has 12 in the first half, and you sort of felt like he was a little bit quiet, but that's what the best players do, is they have off games, and you look at the score and they have 12 points. What are you seeing from him specifically for Limestone?
Definitely a quiet 12. I think he's not trying to force too much. He's letting the game come to him, but I think down the stretch we're going to look for him to take over, and I think it's going to be whether or not the Warriors can defend him down the stretch and be able to limit his playmaking.
Yeah, the Warriors showing a couple different buys at him. They threw Allen at him some, Jonathan Taylor at him some, even Shea Smith at him some. But one big thing to keep an eye on is Josh Linder with those 3 personal fouls. Picked up the 1 early and then 2 back-to-back. He hit the first 3 team fouls for Limestone. We'll see how much of him we see in the second half. About 6 minutes until tip-off, or the inbound, I should say, of the second half. And we'll see you then right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners.
Soccer's been a huge part of my life, and it is the main reason that I was pulled here. Coach Q found me on a recruiting website, sent me an email, and at this point in time, actually, in high school, I wasn't even thinking about playing soccer anymore because I had a pretty bad ankle injury. And then just one day, God put it on my heart to go back to that profile that I hadn't looked at in months. I read the email, and there was nothing that told me that this wasn't the spot for me to go. A week later, I was down here on campus, and then almost a week after that, I signed and committed to come here. As soon as I stepped on campus, I knew this was the place for me. Like, this was such a close-knit family, and that's what I needed, especially coming from New Jersey, so I don't get to see my family a lot. Being able to have that family feel with the people here, it was huge. I could not be more happy with my time here. I met the woman I'm going to marry. Coach Q has been a mentor, a friend, and a great coach. For those reasons, I would not imagine leaving for a second. So.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
Welcome you back here to Teisinger Gymnasium. Andrew Baxley and Jacob Calvert here for this Tuesday afternoon non-conference game. We should preview the upcoming games really quickly for the Warriors. They're off for 10 days after this one before they go to Wofford for an exhibition game. And then the next day they're at USC Aiken. Next home game isn't until Wednesday, January 3rd, so we're off on the broadcast for a while after that. But Warriors get a 10-day break for Christmas. So wish a happy holidays to all those watching right now as both teams are back on the floor for the start of the second half. For the Warriors, it will be their starting five. And for Limestone,
yep, they're starting five as well.
Yep, you're right. It took me longer than it should. Actually, it's not. It's Trevor Payton is in for Josh Linder. Linder with those 3 personal fouls.
Yep.
So just one change for Limestone as Payton, who played a good bit in that first half, logged 15 minutes for Limestone. A clock issue to start. They'll roll it down 1 extra second to make sure the shot clock and the game clock are even. But we are underway now. 32-27 Limestone's lead. This is Graham on the drive and kick to Payton, who hands off to Hickman. Now Yao. I should remind you, for those just joining us, Yao did have to change his jersey in the first half. He is usually number 11, now number 22, as Greg McKay flies for the open layup. And Limestone showing some pressure. This is Dyron Brown, lost control of it. Yao got it back. Yao has a step on Brown, goes to the right side of the basket, and lays. 4 quick points for Limestone to open the half, and more pressure from the Saints. They double Smith in the corner. It gets back to Brown. He threw a tough pass there back to Smith. Smith gets doubled, has to get it across, just does. Effenberger, a good look, will pump fake and drive. Got in trouble, kicked it out to Brown. Has 10 on the shot clock now for the Warriors. Limestone did a good job of mucking up this first possession for the Warriors with our first true possession. There's 3 now, tipped away there by McKay. Now Yao with a head of steam in transition. And Allen fouled him, or there was a foul. Might have been on Effenberger. It is on Griff, his first team foul of the half. That will send Jaquez Yao.
Yeah, Limestone coming out with a lot more energy here to start the half.
And the replay of that foul on Effenberger definitely got in the way of Yao there, and some contact. That will send Jaquez Yao to the line.
Once again, Yao very aggressive getting to the rim. This is his second time.
A 78% free throw shooter on the year, and in the first half he only knocked down 2 free throws, already has a quick bucket, and now to the line looking for more. Their second leading scorer had a bit of an injury situation there in the first half, but good to see him back on the floor for the Saints as he knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. Lead is now double digits. This is the biggest lead of the game for either team. Effenberger in trouble, has to throw it across the court for Aaron Timms. Now back to Smith. The Warriors broke that well and have a 3-on-2 little mini break, and Smith was fouled. He'll head to the free throw line and match those 2 free throws. Yeah. Foul is called on 20. I think they called that 25. Maybe that would be Hickman. We'll see what the live stats updates that with. Actually, the scoreboard does say 25, so that will be Aiden Hickman. Here's a replay of that Shea Smith attempted layup. Hickman got him on the body there. That will send a 76% free throw shooter in Shea Smith to the line for 2.
Yeah, if Limestone's gambling a good bit on the press, so if SWU can break that press, they're going to have opportunities to get out and have numbers early in the shot clock.
And I brought the stationary bike out for Marcus Long. It's in the top of your screen right now. Long just staying active out there. As Smith knocks down the second, lead goes down to 8, 18:35 to play. This is Zeb Graham for Limestone. He'll hand off to Hickman, and now Payton straight away. This is Yao on the drive. Allen back on him. Yao can't finish. Brown gets the rebound. That's the first stop of the second half for Southern Wesleyan. They still double Smith, who finds Brown. Can't knock down the 3. Rebound goes to Payton. Limestone trying to push it right back. Graham crosses over to the left hand. Allen needs some and fouled him.
I think they got him on the body there.
Foul is on Allen. That's what they say. Allen tried to hang and block that one, just got him on the bump before. Allen didn't have much of an argument. And now Graham will head to the line. Here is Zeb Graham's little crossover right there. Got Smith backpedaling, and Allen did get some contact there. Good call by the refs. Lead goes back to 9 after the first made free throw from Zeb Graham, a 77% free throw shooter on the year. 17.6 points per game for the senior from Fort Mill, South Carolina. Went to Nation Ford High School. Here's Smith now going quickly. Pass too strong for Rayvon Allen. And that is the 4th turnover of the day for Shea Smith, now the 10th for the Warriors, who have missed 5 of their last 6 field goals. And still shooting 1 of 11 from behind the arc now. Here's a corner 3 for Hickman. He knocks it down. Limestone lead grows. It's 13 as Effenberger was fouled by Trevon Payton. And Marcus Long will check in.
Yeah, shots starting to fall here for the Saints as they're getting into the lane, getting what they want at the rim, and that's opening up options to kick out to the corner there for Hickman.
Brown to inbound in front of the SWU fans on the near side. Smith breaks it. It's now Allen with a head of steam on the drive. He'll not finish. That one looked down for sure. Allen gets it back, picked up his dribble, had to kick it to Dyron Brown. Here's Smith on the left wing, left alone for 3, knocks it down.
Big shot.
Warriors
right
needed that
Smith.
shot one to cut it back down to 10 as Shea Smith knocks down his first 3 of the game, and just a second for the Warriors. Here's Zeb Graham on the pull-up, knocked it down. Smith went under a low screen there and left Graham alone, and he knocked it down to answer Shea Smith's jumper. Here's Dyron Brown now for the Warriors, crossing court. Might have got away with that last foot moving. Now here's Smith, dump off pass to Timms. It was tipped before it got to Timms. Goes out of play. We'll stay with the Warriors, but that little tip, I think it might have been Hickman who got his hand on it, but that saved a wide open layup for Aaron Timms, as Eric Hackett will check in for the Warriors.
I need a spark here offensively. Hopefully Hackett can be that spark they're looking for.
Sir Hughes also into the game for Limestone. They get it into Timms. This is Brown. He'll pull a 3 and knock down a 3.
Another
So
big
2
shot.
threes in their first 3 attempts for the Warriors here in the second half. Hopefully that number will continue to climb after it had been at a season low in the first half for the Warriors. This is Payton now on the drive. He'll kick out to Graham. Graham pulls a 3 and knocks it down. The hand was up from Hackett, but not as up as it needs to be in a player like Zeb Graham, one of the top scorers in the SAC. Here's Timms now going to work, and Yao played that perfectly. He knew that after Timms took that one power dribble that he was going to put some contact in there and try to go up for the layup. And Yao, just a really smart play from the senior from Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah, Timms did not need to do that there. He has some length on him. He needed to just go up with the easy hook and shoot right over him. No need to go into the chest of him there.
Third team foul of the half and third personal foul on Aaron Timms.
Yeah, Warriors in desperate need of a stop here.
This is Bolden out to Yao. He'll travel.
Yep. Need to use that.
Now got to answer that stop with a score right here for the Warriors. Lead is 12 with 16-12 left. Dyron Brown to inbound in front of the Limestone bench.
Some zesty red shoes over there on that bench.
Yeah, that's an interesting color from, I believe that's Tommaso Morena, the freshman from Naples, Italy, with shoes. But this is now McKay who was fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. Foul is on Shea Smith, his second. And here comes Grant Morrison and Jamal Edmondson. Going to send Greg McKay to the line now. Sorry, Jacob.
Yeah, something needs to change on the defensive end. They're getting anything they want to right now. And I think that's something that we look for coming to this game, the Saints getting to the rim and opening up those three-point opportunities. But right now, they're not even be able to stop the initial drive.
McKay knocked out in the first. Just a 62% free throw shooter on the year. Averaging 11.9 points per game along with 6.4 rebounds per game. 11.9 is good for fourth, and 6.4 is tied for first. Well, Limestone still showing some pressure as the lead grows to 14. Long gets it across. He's being guarded by Yao. This is now Edmondson. Edmondson on the drive, can't finish. Yao gets the rebound, and he'll push it. Yao all the way to the basket, can't finish, but there is a foul. I believe that one's on Long, and that will send us to our media timeout. A really good start to the second half, a 17-8 run over the last 4.5 minutes for Limestone, and that will send us to a media timeout right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Marquez Yao at the line as we return. Misses the first one, but 17 points in 4 minutes and 22 seconds for Limestone to open this first half, including a 5-0 run over the last minute and 19 seconds. They've made 9 of their last 10 field goals and 3 of their last 4 3-point field goals. And Yao knocks down the second. The lead is 15. This is Smith in the middle of the floor. Nice feed to Morrison, who goes up and finishes his first points in the Southern Wesleyan University career. So congratulations to Morrison there, the freshman from Boone, North Carolina. Lead back down to 13.
Yeah, great patience there by Morrison to pump fake and then go up for the 2.
In the corner is Hughes. Good contest, but they say he got a piece of him. I thought that was a great flying contest there from Smith, and maybe even Hughes sort of turned his foot into it, but
yeah, it's a tough call there.
Hughes will get 3 free throws.
Really good contest all the way up until the end.
As Hughes knocks down the first, we'll get the replay of that one first. So you can sort of see Hughes turn his body at the last second. Maybe it looks unnatural to me, Jacob.
Yeah, maybe got him up top. Definitely not enough for him to fall like he did, but got the call nonetheless.
Yeah, but Hughes is a big-time three-point shooter. He is tied for first in three-point percentage on the team, and he is first in made threes. A sophomore, originally from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Shout out to the Cleveland area.
Yeah, go Browns.
And Alderson Broadus University, a Division II in West Virginia, as he knocks down all 3. 53-37. As Taylor is in some trouble there, gets out of it to Long. This is now Morrison. He'll hold it for Long. Now Taylor, 15 to play. And now 15 on the shot clock. Double screen there from Hackett, trying to get him a look. He'll try to go on the drive now. Goes, and with the floater, just doesn't fall, but he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, it would have been big to get that one to fall, but going to the free throw line here, needs to knock down 2.
Foul's charged to Sir Hughes. That is his first. .60% free throw shooter on the year. That one long off the back iron. Thought that might have got a home team bounce, but couldn't fall there for Hackett, the freshman from Lexington, Kentucky. Knocks down the second. 2 subs for Limestone there after the made basket. Coming in is Hickman and Payton for Yao and Graham. So maybe the Warriors can try to get a run here with Yao and Graham on the bench. It's about the time they sat in the first half. They both sat at the same time. So a similar rotation in the second half as they did the first for Limestone. We'll see if the Warriors can get some points back here. They trail by 15 with just under 15 to play.
Yeah, better ball pressure here by the Warriors. Run them off the three-point line. Good pocket pass, though.
Right there, McKay couldn't control it, but it was a great look from Hickman. Warriors got a stop that they need. We'll see if they can answer it with points. This is Morrison pulling a corner 3. No good. Great rebound by Eric Hackett. He pumps and goes up. Some contact, no foul. Shots no good. Rebounded by McKay. Great pass ahead to Yaturi Bolton, who can't finish, and Payton comes in and cleans it up.
Yeah, wild play by Bolton there. Rebound went right to Payton.
Here's Taylor. He'll take the mid-range shot, and just no good. And Hackett fouled on the rebound attempt. Can't fault the effort there from Hackett. Got a great offensive rebound on the last possession. Couldn't finish, and this time charged for a foul as the 2 bigs will check in for SWU, Brown and Timms. Morrison and Edmondson take a break.
Yeah, good minutes there by Morrison. Congrats on his first.
Almost had a good look. That was a tough shot in the corner, well contested. Looked like it was going to rattle home, but yeah, you're exactly right. Congratulations to Morrison and the Morrison family if they're watching right now on Grant's first career college points. On the wing now is Hickman having a legal screen there on Payton. That will be Trevon's third and the third team foul on Limestone. The Warriors have fouled those 7 times, make that 4 for Limestone, excuse me. So Limestone is in the bonus with 13:34 remaining in the second. 4 team fouls on the Saints, so 3 more needed to get Southern Wesleyan to the line. They get it into Brown, and they try to double long here. It's Brown at midcourt. Ooh, backcourt. That is the right call. We're sitting right above the half-court line, and Brown clearly had 2 feet across and then passed it back to Long. I just don't think Dyron knew exactly where he was. And another turnover here in the second half for the Warriors. They're up to 12 on the game.
Yeah, that full court pressure is really giving them fits right now, and even when they do get across, they're not in rhythm offensively.
Yeah, Limestone would put bodies in the backcourt in the first half, but I wouldn't really call it a press. They were just sort of out there to slow the Warriors down. Now here in the second half, they're pressing to force turnovers, and they've done it here. As that's Hughes for 3, no good. Rebounded Hackett. The Warriors have numbers. It's 4-on-2. Hackett goes behind the back, lost control, dumped it off to Timms, who will finish. A needed basket there for Aaron Timms back on the floor. He's got 6 points. Second leading scorer for the Warriors. Zeb Graham leads all scorers. He's on the bench right now with 19 for Limestone, followed by Shea Smith with 13. That's a short corner jumper from Payton, no good. Tipped rebound goes to Long. He'll try to push it for the Warriors, who got back-to-back stops now. And Timms with his back to the basket. Got to be careful not to foul. That's a terrific move, though. Aaron Timms. Nice bucket for the junior from Chicago, Illinois, with the left hand. He loves to get that left-hand layup. Lead down to 13, and here comes a defense chance from the crowd.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets there is big. Need another stop here, maybe a turnover.
Bolton for 3, knocks it down. Good shot there from Yaturi Bolton, who just averages 2.7 points per game, but a big 3 from him there. Hackett tries to go quickly to answer for the Warriors. He hangs and finishes. So Hackett answers right back. This is Sir Hughes now for Limestone. Sees a gap, and here comes Long to double and then gets back. Good job by Long in help defense.
That 3 by Bolton, there was just not enough ball pressure. He was able to get a clean shot off.
And now Payton in the corner tries a 3 and knocks it down. So the Warriors had some good offense, but Limestone back-to-back 3s now to sort of calm down the Southern Wesleyan run. Aaron Timms with a foot on the line knocks it down. So both teams trading baskets right now, but what the Warriors need with 11:37 remaining is some stops. They trail 61-46 as our next dead ball will send us to a timeout where subs will check back in, including both Graham and Yao for Limestone. Here's Bolton on the drive. And now McKay with his back to the basket will turn and fade. Tough shot there from Greg McKay. Really beautiful fadeaway shot. Beautiful fadeaway jump shot. Lead goes back to 17. Here's Long. Long sees a matchup he likes, threw it up after he was bumped by Payton. That will be Trevon Payton's 4th. And it will send Marcus Long to the line when we come back. 63-47, the away team leads. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Marcus Long is at the line as we return a 63-46 ball game as Limestone leads Southern Wesleyan. Limestone, the South Atlantic Conference, they started the year with 5 straight losses, and then since they've returned, or since they started conference play, they won 4 in a row, or had one non-conference win against Belmont Abbey, then beat UVA Wise, Carson Newman, and Newberry before losing to Lincoln Memorial 83-69 on Saturday. Josh Linder is back in the game for Limestone. He sat the entire second half so far after picking up 3 personal fouls in the first half. A redshirt freshman from Spartanburg, South Carolina, went to Spartanburg High School, and a very good player. Started the game, 6'8", got some good size and length, as Warriors trying to force a turnover, and pulling a 3 as Hickman can't knock it down. Brown gets the rebound, and I believe Rayvon Allen is down right now for the Warriors, holding his right hip.
Yeah, really thought that could have been a loose ball foul right there as Graham lost it and seemed to just truck Allen.
Yeah, some contact there for sure, but we'll see a replay of that one right here. Graham just a bit out of control as he lost the ball. Certainly no intent to hurt Rayvon Allen right there, but just a little bit out of control. But the refs are talking over right now. It's just going to be a Warrior possession here. They trail 63-46, and we'll take a break.
Set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
And we're back as Dyron Brown threw a long inbound pass to Eric Hackett, who saved it in to Shea Smith. Following the Rayvon Allen injury, Griffin Effenberger checked in for him. And that pass there from Eric Hackett picked away by Aiden Hickman, who has a head of steam in transition, blocked by Hackett. Hackett got it right back, but it will stay with the Saints. 63-47, 10:29 left here in the second. 5 on the floor for the Warriors is Smith, Hackett, Effenberger, Timms, and Brown. This is Yao on the inbound pass, trying to spin away from Timms. Nice pass on the dump off to Linder, who was fouled. Fouls on 0-0. That's Shea Smith, and that is Shea Smith's 4th. So he'll have to sit.
Yeah, could be big minutes here for the freshman Jonathan Taylor. As the Warriors looked him out in the comeback.
JT, a freshman from Gwinnett, Georgia, went to Mill Creek High School. That's Linder who knocked down the first. And Taylor, who's played increasingly over the past 5 games and given good minutes, which is why he's been rewarded with more minutes. Not a lot of offensive production, just 1.8 points per game, but he's a good defender, and he's good at knowing when to get his teammates the ball, as you see him with the ball right now. He'll dump it off to Hackett. Hackett a crossover, pulls up the free throw line jumper, too strong, rebounded Linder. You'll see those 2 freshman guards a lot for the Warriors, Taylor and Hackett playing together. Those are by far the freshmen with the most minutes for the Warriors. You've seen Grant Morrison a bit as well today. This is Hickman on the right wing, gets a screen from Linder. Linder dives, Yao gets it to him now. Taylor comes to help, and it's a travel.
Yeah, good defense by Taylor to stop the initial drive by Graham.
That's what you'll see from Taylor. He's just seemingly in the right place a lot, especially on the defensive end. Warriors have numbers now as they break the press. Brown to Timms with the head tops. Timms goes flying in, and maybe that will get the Warriors some momentum back. Great work by the 2 bigs under the basket there. Brown and Timms. Lead is 15, 9:30 left. This is Zeb Graham now for Limestone, being guarded by Taylor. On the right wing is Hickman. Gets a screen from Linder. Hickman pulls a 3. Flying in is Yao. Falls into the hands of Hackett. 4-on-3 for the Warriors. Hackett spins, dumps off to Timms. Yao with the rejection and a foul.
Looked clean up top, but I think he got him on the body down low as he went up for another jam.
Up. Yao and Timms both got up right there. Was it Yao that Timms dunked on that earlier possession?
I think it was.
So maybe that was Yao just trying to get something back as Tim knocks down the first one. But that was a great play by Timms. So you'll see Timms to Brown, and that's actually Josh Linder that Timms puts on a poster right here. And Timms knocks down both. That's 2 impressive free throws right there for Aaron Timms, who is only a 44% free throw shooter on the year. But he knocks down 2 to make it a 13-point game. Warriors now showing some pressure. They get it into Hughes. 2 ball handlers now, and Hughes and Graham out there for Limestone, probably expecting some Warrior pressure. This is Hughes now for Limestone, out to Graham. Graham has the much bigger Effenberger on him right now. Calls for a screen from McKay. Switch in the corner. Yao pump fakes and drives, and he finishes with 2 hands.
Yeah, that guy's bouncy for sure.
And he takes the ball right back and finishes with the right hand. A chance at a 5-point sequence and basically 5 seconds for Jaquez Yao.
That's all athleticism too there. The hops to go up and jam it home, and then the hops to get the steal.
That first move was really nice, but the second one might be more impressive because he started on this left corner and with basically 3 steps got to the right side of the rim, finished with some contact. And here is his look at the 3-point play, which he converts. 69-51 now the Limestone lead, 8:36. They're still in pressure after forcing a turnover with that same pressure. Here's Taylor now as the Warriors look to break it. Nice bounce pass to Timms, who finishes. Terrific look there for Jonathan Taylor. Timeout called by Coach Hewitt. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. But that was a big sequence right there by Yao when the Warriors were looking to continue to cut into the lead. He came with 5 straight points right there. He's now got 11, 9 of those coming in this period. Has not hit a 3, but that's not really his calling card. As we just mentioned, he is a big-time athlete. Their second leading scorer on the year, a senior from Newport News, Virginia.
Yeah, Taylor on the other end looks really comfortable with the ball in his hands, especially just for a freshman. Really nice pass there. What are we looking for? I think coming out of this timeout, the Warriors really need to continue to show that pressure and need to force a couple turnovers and go on a little run here to get back in the game.
Yes, the lead is right now 16 with 8:27 left. I think you're probably looking to cut it to about 11 or 12 with 6 minutes left and then go under double digits at the under 4 timeout and go for a late run. But the Warriors going to need some defense down the stretch for sure. Or they actually went ahead and did the media timeout right there while we weren't paying great attention. So we missed a commercial break right there. Our apologies to our great sponsors. But 8:27 left second quarter as we come back. It will be Limestone possession after the Jonathan Taylor assist to Aaron Timms layup. Aaron Timms now has 16 points. He leads the Warriors. Shea Smith also in double digits. Dyron Brown has 5. Eric Hackett has 5. Jamal Edmondson has 4. Warriors do lead in points in the paint, 28-22, but 20 points off 15 turnovers for Limestone. This is Yao trying to work on Long with his back to the basket. Timms tried to double, and Hughes on the cut missed the lay-in. Loose ball right back to Hughes. He'll kick out to Yao. Yao with the pass fake and drive. Now this is Graham with a look on the left wing. Can't knock it down. Hackett controls the rebound for the Warriors, and Limestone doubles right away. Not a made basket, but it was a missed basket so they could pressure as Dyron Brown knocks down the 3 on the other side for the Warriors. It's now should be a 13-point game. Just now updating the scoreboard. Under 8 to play, 7:30 left as Yao spins and hangs. Can't finish. Back-to-back stops there for the Warriors. Would love a basket right here with 7:25 left. Here's Taylor. A step-back 3. Just no good. Looked like that one was going to fall as Graham flies in for the rebound for Limestone. A nice move from Graham, and he was bumped on the way up. Did a great job of sweating a couple of Warriors defenders right there. The foul is charged to Dyron Brown, his 3rd. And it will be 2 shots for Zeb Graham.
Yeah, once again, got to stop that drive at the top of the key. And once he gets in the lane, it's really hard to play defense without fouling on him.
And Graham misses the first one. So lead stays at 13. Limestone is now in the double bonus for the rest of the game. Warriors will be shooting free throws on the next Limestone foul. There's 6 on the Saints. And Graham knocks down the second. And they're now going to send us to our media timeout. We thought we might have had that one at the 8:27 timeout, but they're going to send it to us now after the made free throws. So we'll go ahead and take that one. You're watching Southern Wesleyan basketball right here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Welcome you back now to Teisinger Gymnasium. Andrew Baxley and Jacob Calvert here for this non-conference Tuesday afternoon matchup, which the Limestone Saints lead 70-56 with 7 minutes left, but the Warriors have been better over the last minute and a half to see if they can continue to chip into the Saints lead. This is Timms working with his back to the basket, trying to get to the left hand, can't finish. Graham rebounded, then had it tipped away, and Peyton eventually cleared it to Jaquez Yao, who has it now for the Saints.
Yeah, wanted to slow things down here and look to use a lot of shot clock, try to shorten this game.
This is Graham with Hackett on him. Now Yao. Back to McKay, who will pull a right wing 3 and swish it home.
He's just shooting 27% on the year, but he shot that one with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, exactly right there. 6:20 left now, second quarter. Or second half, I should say. This is Hackett on the drive. Got the switch to Graham. Hackett will pull that jump shot and can't knock it down. Rebound goes to Aiden Hickman, who, as the Saints continue to try to slow this one down, just bleed the clock out, as you mentioned on that last possession. The Warriors did a good job of rattling home a couple of stops for the Saints, but Limestone offense got right back into it as McKay thought about another three. This time he'll try to drive and work on Timms. He kicks to Yao, who will airball that three.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the best part of his game. He's shown us a lot getting to the rim today.
Terrific player, but maybe with 5 on the shot clock, he kind of had to get that one going. But yeah, certainly for him, if the Warriors can make him settle for that type of shot, you would like their chances on the defensive end. This is Taylor for the Warriors, getting a screen from Brown. Taylor to the bucket, finishes with the right hand. Nice bucket there from Jonathan Taylor. Lead down to 15 with 5:30 to play.
Really good low screen there by Tim to set up that layup.
Set the screen and then sort of rolled into that post move so that it wasn't an illegal screen. Just tried to roll and get the defender out the way, and Taylor finished. This is now Peyton on the left wing pulling a three. Can't knock it down. There's Taylor to clean up the glass. Now Long will push it for the Warriors. A nice look crossover on Yao. He'll slow it down now. Look for a good look now for the Warriors. Try to cut into this lead here again as Shea Smith waits to check back in with those 4 personal fouls. This is Taylor. A step back three. Knocks it down.
Wow.
And Taylor has had some bright minutes here today for the Warriors. The lead is 12 with 4:46 to play.
Once again, coach begging for them to go on a run here, needing a stop. Starts with ball pressure.
And it's Taylor on Graham. They'll call for a screen from McKay. Here's McKay on the handoff to Yao. Long gets back to him. Yao discarded Long right there. The layup is good now for Yao. This is Taylor. 5 straight points for the freshman. Timms now working and finishing. Count it, and the foul. An old-fashioned three-point play for Aaron Timms as the foul is charged to number 5, Zeb Graham. That is just Graham's first, but it will send the junior from Chicago, Illinois, to the line for a free throw.
Smith checked back in the game for Taylor here. Taylor giving great minutes, but they're going to go with the veteran, Shea Smith, down the stretch.
He's going to replay of that last Timms bucket as he knocked down a free throw. Aaron Timms has knocked down all 3 free throws. Came into the day at just a 44% free throw shooter, but he's been really good again today. Had 21 points in the victory over Chowan on Saturday. And needs some more defense now for the Warriors. Lead is 11 for Limestone. This is Graham with Allen on him. Good job by Allen to get over that screen. This is Yao on the right wing and driving. Brown switched on to him. Peyton hands off to Graham. Actually kept it. That one fooled me. And a loose ball, shot clock violation or out of bounds. We have the shot clock violation. So another stop now for the Warriors, and that will send us to our under 4 media timeout, right where we said we want to be. It's 11 with 3:47 remaining. Back after the break. back here. 3:47 left here in the second half. An 11-point lead for Limestone. For the Warriors, it's Smith, Taylor, who just checked back in, Long, Brown, and Timms. This is Smith with it now for the Warriors. Dyron Brown straight away. Thought about that three. Timms working hard for position down low. Instead, Long will drive and hang. Floater is short. Tipped into the hands of Yao. For Limestone, it's Yao, Graham, Peyton, Hickman, and McKay. That's their starting five minus Josh Linder, who has sat a majority of the second half. This is Peyton, who's been in for him. Yao on the right wing, looking for a driving lane with Marcus Long on him. Instead, he'll kick out to Graham with 10 on the shot clock. Graham looking for some help. Now has 5. Trying to go here. Got the switch on Timms. Still Graham to the right hand. Finishes. Big time bucket there from Zeb Graham as the shot clock expired. Warriors need a quick answer right here. Timms with a head of steam. Kicks out and stolen away by Yao.
He's so active defensively.
He is.
He's everywhere. Like a bull in a china shop.
And I believe his man was Marcus Long, who was on the right wing, and then Yao just had a knack for the ball right there. Found it. Here he is now on the offensive end. Can't finish. Ball goes back to Taylor. 2-on-2 break here for Smith and Taylor. Smith goes in. Hickman blocked it off of Smith, who was standing out of bounds. Great play there by Aiden Hickman, the 6'4 junior from Myrtle Beach. And ball goes back to the Saints, who inbounded it before the Warriors had their press completely set. And we have a personal foul there on the Warriors. That's 00 Shea Smith, who has fouled out. Rayvon Allen will come to get him as Zeb Graham heads to the free throw line. A 77% free throw shooter on the year. Can't make the first. Zeb Graham, 22 points today, only 4 missed field goals, 8 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point land. That his first missed free throw of the day, and misses a second. Loose ball goes to Long. Lead at 13 here. Warriors need a bucket. They need one quickly. Will Long provide? He does not. Loose ball goes to McKay. And again, Limestone will just try to slow it down. They, of course, want a bucket, but the clock is Limestone's best friend as we go under 2 to play. 77-64. This is Zeb Graham now with the ball in his hands. Jonathan Taylor on him. Screen comes from McKay as Graham will Nash dribble it out and kick to Hickman. Now McKay. McKay pulls up short. He had to get that one off. Shot clock was winding down. This is Taylor now for the Warriors. Taylor a couple tween dribbles, gets a screen from Timms, pulls a 3, can't knock it down. Rebound to Hickman. Warriors double, and Hickman will slow it down, get away from the pressure. The minute 25 left to play. A travel. McKay traveled there in the backcourt, the 13th turnover on the day for Limestone compared to 17 for Southern Wesleyan. But the thing that has really been a big difference in that is that Limestone has scored 20 points off of those 17 turnovers, while Southern Wesleyan has scored just 8 points off of 14 turnovers.
Yeah, you see Hackett come into the game here for Allen, looking to get that offensive substitution.
Yeah, just need something quickly here for the Warriors. 1:14 left as Hackett pulls a right wing 3. No good. Marcus Long gets the rebound. He'll now pull a 3 from the other wing and knock it home. Lead is 10 as Coach Hewitt calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here. The lead is 10. 1:07 left. 77-67. Limestone is in the double bonus should the Warriors choose to foul here. And Southern Wesleyan just in the single bonus, 17 fouls right now on Limestone. You would think the Warriors would try to press right here, right, Jacob?
Yeah, definitely look for pressure right away. They got a couple options, press right away, foul right off the inbound, just try to start the fouling early, or try to force them to cross the half-court line before the 10-second call. So either one could be Coach's strategy coming out of this timeout, but I think you might see him try to force a turnover, try to force them to handle the ball up the court a little bit, and then as they cross half court, look for a foul.
So the best free throw shooters on Limestone are Aiden Hickman at 83%, Sir Hughes at 81%, Jaquez Yao at 78%, and Zeb Graham, who just missed 2, at 77%. 5 on the floor for the Warriors, who are out quickly from the timeout, as Timms, Allen, Hackett, Taylor, and Long. So they go small, just trying to get some mobility out here on the press. For Limestone, it's Peyton, Graham, McKay, Hickman, and Yao.
Yeah, Peyton just 2 for 2 on the year from the free throw line. So not much experience for him.
This is Yao. Long on him. Yao tries to spin away from Long. Here comes the double team from Allen with a good pass from Yao to break the press. Warriors still working actively here. Allen just missed it. Good to see him return. He did play a couple minutes at the 5-minute mark, but good to see Allen come back from that hip injury earlier in the game. Warriors not fouling, but Hackett picks the pocket of Hickman there, and he is fouled, which will send him to the free throw line.
Yeah, smart play there by Hackett to gamble, try to get the steal as they're down 10. They need to make something happen. He needs to hit these free throws here.
1-and-1 for Eric Hackett, a 60% free throw shooter on the year, freshman from Lexington, Kentucky. Came into the game 4th in points per game on the season at 8.8. Here is his first. That's too strong. And rebounded by Peyton. And that will likely do it. It's 77-67 with 37 seconds left. Here's McKay on the left wing. Warriors come to double with Taylor and Long. Long almost tied him up. Loose ball goes to Taylor, so strip away there from Marcus Long. Here's Taylor now to the right hand. Knocks the layup down. Lead goes to 9. 20.8 is where Coach Brian Hewitt calls the timeout. And we'll see 30 or 60. Right? It is 77-69 and a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Coach Hewitt just calling that timeout to sort of set his press right here. 77-69, 20.8 left following that Jonathan Taylor layup, who now has 7 points on the game. He's been really bright off the bench for the Warriors today, Jacob.
Yeah, he's looked really good. Showed a lot of fast offense, getting to the rim, stepping back to hit a 3. It's going to be tough for the Warriors right here. I'm not sure. What was it, got 20 seconds on the shot clock. It's kind of like dropping tilted tower. There's going to be a low chance of escaping with a win, but still a chance. So we're looking
77-69, 20.8 left here. The inbounder will be Hickman. Hickman, Graham, Yao, Peyton, and McKay for Limestone. They get it into Yao. And across now to Graham. Graham will cross the timeline, 14 seconds left. Still Graham now. Still Graham, and he was bumped by Aaron Timms.
I thought they might have forced him to step on the baseline there, but
yeah,
they're going to pick up
as well.
The foul maybe before.
I think maybe Timms bumped him into the baseline. Exactly 10 seconds is where the clock is stopped. 77-69. 2 free throws here for Zeb Graham. I mentioned he's a 77% free throw shooter on the year who missed his last 2. And the first one. 22 points on the day, leads all scorers for Zeb Graham, but he's keeping the Warriors. The door just cracked.
Just cracked.
And knocks down the second. So 78-69. Long will end down for the Warriors. Limestone just needs to not foul. Hackett will cross and go in the lane and finish over a flying Jaquez Yao. But that will just about do it. The clock did not stop right there, as it should have. They'll reset some time right here for the Warriors. 3.2, so a generous 1.3 seconds back onto the clock. 71-78, but Limestone just needs to get it in. They do to Graham. Warriors will not foul, and that will do it. 78-71, Limestone comes in to this non-conference game and knocks off the Warriors. So Limestone will improve to 5-5 on the year. The Warriors fall to 2-10. They will be off for a while, but we'll quickly run through some stats and recap before we send you guys on your way on this Tuesday afternoon. So we'll start with Limestone. Their leading scorer, as we mentioned, was Zeb Graham. 23 points on 8 of 13 field goals. Also had 3 assists. McKay had 15, 5 of 6 field goals, 4 rebounds for him. Yao had a big second half, 9 points in the second half, finished with 13 overall, 3 steals, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And he's a really big-time player. He had a great performance there in the second half. Really impressed with him today. Peyton had 8, Hughes had 6, Bolton had 3, and Josh Linder had 1 for the Saints. For Southern Wesleyan, they were led by Aaron Timms again today with 19 points on 8 of 11 field goals. And Shea Smith with 13, who fouled out. A big issue for Smith, though, not only fouling out, did have those 5 turnovers. That caused some problems for the Warriors today. He had 13. Dyron Brown had 8. Jonathan Taylor had 7. Eric Hackett had 7, so 7 for 2 of those freshmen off the bench. Grant Morrison also 2, a freshman off the bench for the Warriors, his first 2 points of his college career. Griffin Effenberger knocked down the 3. Edmondson and Long and Allen all had 4. What'd you see from the Warriors that you liked today?
Yeah, just like you said about Hackett and Taylor, I like those young guys and their ability to score, their ability to play make. Really bright future for them here. But then as well, Tim's development throughout the game early on was looking to put his head down and go into the chest of the defenders, but throughout the game he recognized the height mismatch and was able to use his length and his post moves to go up and score over the top. And then along with that, a lot of heart from Allen defensively.
Yeah,
Allen and Long both showed a lot of grit. I think they did a great job trying to contain Zeb Graham the best they could. Graham obviously had a really good game, was really efficient with his scoring, but at times Long and Allen were both able to force up passes.
Yeah, so for Limestone, they're also off for a while. They have 11 days off. They will face another Conference Carolinas team on the 30th. They go to Converse, a team that has had a great conference start. So they'll play them on the 30th, followed by Lenore-Rhine on January 3rd and Morris on January 5th. For the Warriors, they mentioned they're also off for a while. They have 10 days off before they play an exhibition at Wofford, and then the next day they go to USC-Aiken. And our next broadcast, their next home game, is their return to conference play on January 3rd versus North Greenville on 7 p.m. Until then, I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Jacob, thanks for coming on with us today. Thanks to our producer, Ryan, and our wonderful camera women today on the call. I was Andrew Baxley. Hope you guys have a happy holidays, and we'll see you January 3rd.